let's talk supplies and the area you need to work. So this is a workbench that I got from like a hardware store, and it's really great because I can keep all my supplies up at the top here on these cool hooks, and I can double it as a packing station and a workbench, so I really like it. So you definitely want to get something that you can put all your supplies on, that you can have like a dedicated work area. You want some brown paper or some sort of old newsprint or something like that. I have reused packing material from like suppliers and things like that, and I just smushed them out flat and then put them down. All right, this is the basics of what you're going to need to make wax melts. You're going to need some containers or a mold, but right now I'm just going to show you first how to make wax melts using containers. You're going to need a heat gun or an embossing gun. This is an embossing gun, and I prefer it because of the precise tip that you can use to direct the heat to where it needs to go. You're going to need two different scales. I've got a large scale and a small scale, and this is because when you get you're going to need either some small beakers or little containers, and when you put, this is the small scale's purpose, is to measure out your fragrance into the beakers, and you can get a very precise measurement. Whereas the large scale, what you're going to do with it is you're going to need it big enough so that you can fit your large jug or whatever jug you're using to melt. I recommend using these aluminum pouring pots because they are not going to melt, and they're very versatile and easy to clean out. I've mentioned already you're going to need some fragrance. That's for candle making so that it adheres with the wax. You'll need some sort of small container to measure out the fragrance oil into. You're going to need a dedicated wooden spoon that you can use for making wax melts. Always keep a pen and a pad of sticky notes nearby to write any notes down. An infrared thermometer or a thermometer that looks like this, or one that looks like this, that you can put into your melted wax like that, or this one you can hook it on to the side of it like that. You see how I don't use these ones, although there's nothing wrong with it and you can, but the disadvantage to this one is that you can see it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. It only goes to about here in the pot, so you would actually have to have quite a large amount of wax